What's up, Palm Tree? It's your boy Chillin' Dylan, Jesus of SoundCloud, Black Tom Anderson, and your favorite rock musician probably has groupies in my DMs right now, DMing me, asking me how they can get on TPP. Well, I think it's about time we crank out another review. This one is for beabadoobee. This is how tomorrow moves. Okay, for the record, I just want to state that I am putting this review out prematurely. I have not fully taken the time to digest this album. Why am I putting it out now? Because, as always, we are on a tight schedule with a lot of content, so I just gotta let loose these thoughts so we can keep this party moving. Cool? Cool. All right, so it's safe to say that beabadoobee is one of my favorite solo, not one of, but is my favorite solo female alternative artist. And one of the most amazing things about this album is that Rick Ruben, the legendary man Rick Ruben, produced this. Okay, her last project, Beatopia from 2022, was a classic. Definitely got me through some very challenging times. As I said already, I'm still digesting this album. But however, the first several songs, let's say the first 4 songs, all go really, really hard. It's a great alternative vibe, great grunge vibe. The more indie and folk it gets, little less for me, particularly because when I sit down and listen to an album, usually I'm driving, and not all music you can drive through Los Angeles to. Let's just put that out there. All the while, I do want to spend more time with this album, but I do want to let loose a couple thoughts. So that first track, Take a Bite, and you guys usually know I don't really go for first tracks, but this one has such a nostalgic rock vibe. California, for obvious reasons, I love that one too. One Time was another one of my favorites. And Real Man, I think that's kind of where this conversation around modern dating comes from, and like, you know, what a traditional man is, and then like what somebody, you know, beabadoobee's age, a guy, you know, with all the Me Too stigma and, you know, the fear that young men have today about, you know, messing up in front of a woman or in front of their woman. And she sings about like, nobody taught you how to be a real man. I already told you that I wanted to dance, but you know, he's shy. So I was kind of interested in that one. Coming Home, I liked the bossa nova vibe on that one. I thought the background singing was really interesting. I think this is really good, like, you know, clean your room and clean your house, do chores music. And then skipping around a bit, Post, I like how they bring that garage rock feel back to it. So there are some tracks on here that I'm not mentioning that are a little bit more intricate and a little more a cappella style. And I said, you know, this review is prematurely released. There's a lot more thinking I should do for this one, so therefore there's not a final score on screen. But nevertheless, I definitely enjoyed it. Do I consider it her best body of work? That's also to be determined. I'm not really sure. I'm leaning towards a no. Maybe Beatopia was better, but time will tell, like, you know, how long do I still go back to this album. But other than that, man, I was feeling it. I was kind of in the mood already to hear her. You know, I was kind of going back and listening to like Perfect Pair and She Plays Bass, you know, going back on her older songs when I found out that she was dropping this new album. What'd you guys think of beabadoobee? This is how tomorrow moves. Let me know in the comments. Peace, love, Palm.
Are you an unsigned or independent artist looking for a review of your music? Well, you need to holler at Palm. Send an email to prettyawesomelitmusic@outlook.com or just message me on Instagram.
You better follow Palm.
Biatch.